Hola and welcome to ProSpanish. So you're going to come away from this video knowing a lot more Spanish than when you started, but a quick reminder first that all the videos on this channel are standalone videos, and for the structured, progressive, step-by-step course, you need to go to prospanish.co.uk to download the very popular Levels 1 to 6 course, and obviously that's after this video. Right, let's get started so that you can see just how easy it is with the right approach. Okay, our very first word is nice and easy, but also very useful, pronto. So pronto is soon, just as you might imagine it would be. Pronto, soon. It also can be used to mean early. So pronto, soon or early. Our next one is no olvides. No olvides. Don't forget. No olvides. And notice the letter V is pronounced like a B in Spanish. No olvides. So don't forget. What do you think this means? No olvides la pizza. We could add in por favor. Por favor, no olvides la pizza. Please don't forget the pizza. What about this one? No olvides tu pasaporte. Can you guess what pasaporte is? So, no olvides tu pasaporte. Don't forget your passport. Our next word is llamar. Llamar, the double L, always pronounced like a Y in Spanish. Llamar. So, llamar is to call. Llamar. And maybe you could think of a llama making a phone call. That's one little trick to remember, that llamar is to call. And it looks a bit like the spelling of llama. So let's put two of these together. How would you say to call soon? What would that be? To call soon. Llamar pronto. Llamar pronto. In fact, it could also be to call early. Llamar pronto. How about don't forget to call? What would that be? Don't forget to call. No olvides llamar. No olvides llamar. Don't forget to call. And I should have said earlier, make sure that you give yourself thinking time to come up with your answer before you hear it from me. So just pause the video whenever you need to. Okay, our next infinitive verb. Infinitive just means a to-do word, the full verb. And our next one is to pick up. So to pick up is recoger. Recoger, to pick up. It could be to pick someone up from the station or to pick up something from a shop or an order, whatever it might be. So recoger, to pick up. What do you think this means? No olvides recoger tu teléfono. No olvides recoger tu teléfono. So I've just put together don't forget and to pick up. So don't forget to pick up tu teléfono, your telephone, your phone. So again, no olvides recoger tu teléfono. Don't forget to pick up your phone. How about don't forget to pick up the pizza? What would that be? So you might be talking to a friend on your way home from work and you're meeting up for a pizza and they say, don't forget to pick up the pizza. What would that be? No olvides recoger la pizza. No olvides recoger la pizza. And as I've often mentioned, the words that I've chosen and the sequence that I'm introducing them in is not at all random. It's designed to give you the maximum amount of flexible language, language that you can use in lots of different situations. It's designed to flow, to be easy to remember, and above all, it's designed as a foundation upon which you can build more and more language. So we've looked at two infinitives, two verbs, to call and to pick up. Or we could build on those with other infinitives. We could have estudiar, so don't forget to study. No olvides estudiar. And of course, there are hundreds of other examples I could give just with the language that we've learnt now. A little bit later, I'll show you how easy it is to build on the rest of the language that we're going to introduce. Okay, next, have a look at me and te. So me and you. Me, te. Me and you. Nice and easy. To call me is llamarme. Llamarme. To call me. And notice that the me just sticks on the end of llamar. So it becomes one word. Llamarme. Glue it on the end. To call me. How would you say to call you? Llamarte. Llamarte. How would we say, don't forget to call me? What would that be? Don't forget to call me. No olvides llamarme. No olvides llamarme. Actually, let's add on soon to that. How would you say, don't forget to call me soon? No olvides llamarme pronto. No olvides llamarme pronto. So we saw to call me is one word. We just stick the me on the end. Llamarme. To call me. How would you say to pick me up? What would that be? Recogerme. Recogerme. The same. We just stick the me on the end. How about to pick you up? What would that be? Recogerte. Recogerte. And how would we say, don't forget to pick me up? What would that be? No olvides recogerme. No olvides recogerme. And remember, pronto means soon, but can also be used for early. So how would you say, don't forget to pick me up early? What would that be? No olvides recogerme pronto. No olvides recogerme pronto. And again, we can see that the sequence is important. It's not random. We've established in an easy way how me and te works. And in another lesson, we can add in nos, us. And it could be pick us up, call us, him, her, etc. And this is why the ProSpanish Levels 1 to 6 course is so successful and so popular, because you're always building on what you've already learnt in a structured way and in a way that flows and is easy to remember. Okay, this next one's going to add a lot to what we can do. So, no me importa, no me importa. Well, first of all, you can see it looks something like something not being important to me. It's not important to me. So we might say, I don't mind. So one translation is, I don't mind. It could be I don't care. We're going to use it as I don't mind because that's more flexible. Sometimes I don't care can sound a little bit offhand depending on the context. And as it's very commonly used for I don't mind, we'll stick with that. No me importa. I don't mind. And actually, if we take out the me and just have no importa, that translates as it doesn't matter. And when we add the me back in, it's like it doesn't matter to me. But we would normally say I don't mind rather than it doesn't matter to me. So, no me importa. What do you think this means? No me importa llamar. No me importa llamar. Well, literally, it's I don't mind to call, but we would change it to I don't mind calling. So in Spanish, they'd say I don't mind to call, but we'd say I don't mind calling. I don't mind doing this, and in Spanish, I don't mind to do this. So how would we say I don't mind calling you early, or I don't mind to call you early, as it would be in Spanish? How would you say that? No me importa llamarte pronto. No me importa llamarte pronto. I don't mind calling you early. How about I don't mind picking you up? What would that be? No me importa recogerte. No me importa recogerte. So already you're using proper conversational language, not set phrases, not just topic or themed vocabulary. And we haven't got time now, but in the main ProSpanish course, you would get really fluent in using all of this language via the listening and the speaking pyramids. Our next word is ayudar, to help. Ayudar. How would you say to help me? Ayudarme. Ayudarme. To help me. How would you say I don't mind helping you, or I don't mind to help you? What would that be? No me importa ayudarte. No me importa ayudarte. I don't mind helping you. How about don't forget to help me? What would that be? No olvides ayudarme. No olvides ayudarme. Don't forget to help me. It might be no olvides ayudarme con el jardín. No olvides ayudarme con el jardín. Don't forget to help me with the garden, like as we arranged. Our next word is puedes. So puedes is you can, or as a question, can you? Puedes, can you? So puedes, you can, or the question, can you? How would you say, can you help me? Can you help me? And again, it works out like, can you to help me? But it'll actually just be two words in Spanish. Can you help me? What would that be? ¿Puedes ayudarme? ¿Puedes ayudarme? Can you help me? We could just say, can you help? ¿Puedes ayudar? ¿Puedes ayudar? And what about, can you call me? Can you call me? What would that be? ¿Puedes llamarme? ¿Puedes llamarme? Let's add on soon. Can you call me soon? What would that be? ¿Puedes llamarme pronto? ¿Puedes llamarme pronto? Can you call me soon? And of course, instead of pronto, soon, we could have mañana, tomorrow. ¿Puedes llamarme mañana? Can you call me tomorrow? We could have as soon as possible, lo antes posible. ¿Puedes llamarme lo antes posible? Can you call me as soon as possible? Next we have si, if. Si, if. Nice and easy. How would you say, if you can? Just two words. If you can. si puedes. Si puedes. So puedes, you can. How do you think you would say you can't? No puedes. No puedes, you can't. How would we say if you can't? Si no puedes. Si no puedes. And let's go to no me importa a second. I don't mind. No me importa. Can you remember what I said to turn this into it doesn't matter, like it's not important? We just take out the me, we just take out the kind of personal bit. So at the moment it's I don't mind, it's not important to me. And to change it just to it's not important or it doesn't matter, we just take the me off and it's no importa. No importa, it doesn't matter. So how would you say it doesn't matter if you can't? It doesn't matter if you can't. What would that be? No importa si no puedes. No importa si no puedes. It doesn't matter if you can't. So you can see how powerful this is. How about it doesn't matter if you can't pick me up? What would that be? No importa si no puedes recogerme. No importa si no puedes recogerme. It doesn't matter if you can't pick me up. And again, no me importa. I don't mind. How do you think you would change this to you don't mind? And the clue is the me is just going to change. So at the moment, it's not important to me. How are we going to change it to say it's not important to you, i.e. you don't mind? What would that be? No te importa. No te importa. So just change the me to te. No te importa. You don't mind. How would you say if you don't mind? So somebody has asked you something and you say if you don't mind, what would that be? Si no te importa. Si no te importa, if you don't mind, etc., etc. So, can you do this if you don't mind? ¿Puedes abrir la ventana si no te importa? Can you open the window if you don't mind? Next, we've got lo. And obviously, we're going at a pace here. I'm squeezing a lot in. I'm showing you how effective this is. Of course, in the levels 1 to 6 course, the pace is much more measured and it's taught with techniques to help you remember the language as we go, because obviously we have more time there. Okay, next then, lo. Lo is it, and it works in the same way as me and you. It just sticks on the end. So to pick it up is recogerlo. To pick it up, recogerlo. How would you say, can you pick it up? ¿Puedes recogerlo? ¿Puedes recogerlo? Can you pick it up? What about this one? What does this mean? No importa. No importa. So remember, it doesn't matter. No importa. No importa si no puedes recogerlo. So it's quite a lot there. No importa si no puedes recogerlo. It doesn't matter if you can't pick it up. How about don't forget to pick it up? What would that be? No olvides recogerlo. No olvides recogerlo. Don't forget to pick it up. Okay, next we have esperar. Esperar is to wait. It also means to hope, but we're going to use it as to wait here. So esperar, esperar, to wait. How would you ask, can you wait? Can you wait? What would that be? ¿Puedes esperar? ¿Puedes esperar? Can you wait? And when we say to wait for me, to wait for you, to wait for whoever it might be, in Spanish, they don't use the for, so it's to wait me. I mean, you could think of it as to await. So if we were going to say, can you wait for me? The word for isn't in there, so it's, can you await me? So kind of think of it as being await. Can you wait me or can you await me? They don't use the word for. So, can you wait for me is puedes esperarme. So, esperarme, to await me, to wait for me. How would you say, don't forget to wait for me? Don't forget to await me. What would that be? No olvides esperarme. No olvides esperarme. How about, I don't mind waiting for you. What would that be? I mean, in Spanish it would be, I don't mind to await you. No me importa esperarte. No me importa esperarte. And our last one is me gustaría. I would like. Me gustaría. How would we just say, I would like to help you? What would that be? I'd like to help you. Me gustaría ayudarte. Me gustaría ayudarte. And do you remember how we said, you don't mind? So I don't mind is no me importa. You don't mind is no te importa. No te importa. And if you don't mind would be si no te importa. Si no te importa. So how would we say this one? I'd like to call you if you don't mind. I'd like to call you if you don't mind. What would that be? Me gustaría llamarte si no te importa. Me gustaría llamarte si no te importa. How about similar phrase, I'd like to pick you up if you don't mind. What would that be? Me gustaría recogerte si no te importa. Me gustaría recogerte si no te importa. And of course that is pick up in the sense of collecting somebody from the station, for example. We're not talking about things that might happen on a night out, for example. So more collect someone from somewhere or something. So, me gustaría recogerte si no te importa. So I'm sure you're feeling very encouraged by just how quickly you can learn Spanish and how easy it can be. And however much you've enjoyed this lesson, you can imagine how much you would learn from a structured, progressive, building lesson upon lesson like in the Levels 1 to 6 course. So if you haven't already, then head over to prospanish.co.uk where you can download the full Levels 1 to 6 course.